Welcome to Fast and Fun. One of the questions I'm often asked is the differences between an hobby grade and a toy grade micro RC. In this video, I'll be showing the differences between a toy grade RC and also an hobby grade micro RC. I will be using the HPI Nano Toy 6405 to illustrate the hobby grade. I'll also feature some LDARC 164 scale RC cars and the Turbo Racing C65 Drift RC car. I'll be comparing them to the Klan K30 and also the Drift HSpeed car. This is the Klan desktop Drift RC 4-wheel drive 164 scale Drift RC car. It's 8+ in age and it is charged by a USB-C port. It comes in different colors. This is the black version and we have the red version. That is what we have here, and I'll be looking at what we have in the box. Straight up, we have a set of cones, a controller, and the RC itself. Black. This is very nice. This is the Porsche, and in appearance it's nice. Plastic chassis, and it has lights at the back and light in front. This is what it looks like inside the red version. The desktop drift car also comes in a version that comes with a carrier case. It comes with USB, your drift cones, and this is what the pink version of the black Porsche looks like. It comes with a standard controller, and that is to power on the controller. To turn on the car, you have a knob underneath it, and that is what the installation looks like. It has 2 speeds. It's 4-wheel drive. The steering is not so responsive. It does left, right, and I'll test it out on the racetrack and on the drift track, comparing it and showing the reason why I classify this as a toy when you compare it to the HPI Nano. The second toy grade car I'll be unboxing is the Drift RC car. This version. However, in the box we have the green. It comes in 4 variants, and straight off the box you have your set of instructions in grayscale. You have some drift cones, you have spare tires, you have the car, and you have the controller. This car can be stored on the controller. That is why you have the space. And in this you have a USB-C charger, drift cones, you have spare tires, drift tires. It comes with threaded race tires, and you can swap it out with the drift tires. The controller has a knob here for light, and it has this to control the steering. Then you also have a speed knob, and that's all the functions on the controller. This is a ready to run car. It pairs automatically when you turn on the controller and you power on the car using the knob underneath it. It's fully proportional in acceleration. However, the steering lacks a servo mechanism or a motor to control it, so it does left and right, and this will not allow this car to race properly. In size, it is similar to the Klan, and this is what it looks like beside the LDRC Obi grade and the HPI Nano 164 Obi grade. These are similar in size and closer in size in the 164 scale than this. So the toy cars don't always come in scaled bodies, and in electronics they lack, a lot of them will lack the servo mechanism, and racing will be very impossible. And once you can't race a car, you can't drift the car properly. I'll be testing out these cars on the racetrack and on the drift track, highlighting the differences between an Obi grade and a toy grade RC car. The HPI Nano is done by HPI Racing. It's an Obi grade micro RC 164 scale. In the box you have your controller, the car itself, your USB-C charger and cable. A 164 scale. It's licensed. Some Obi grade cars come with licensed body. This is licensed by Ford, as it's the 1969 Ford Mustang GTR X version. One thing to note on RC cars that are Obi grade is the age bracket. On this it says 14 years of age. Similar on the turbo racing car, you have it stated on it 14 plus in age. With the LDRC it also comes, this model is not a toy, to tell you the age as 14. And finally we have the tiny gear, also containing an Obi grade. It also says 14 years old. Most Obi grade RC comes with controllers that have stream adjustments. On the HPI Nano, looking at the controller, you have the EPA adjustment, you have the steering trim, you have this set of buttons to control the trim level, you have the EPA for the throttle, and you have the steering radial trim. This car comes with a fully proportional steering. It makes racing interesting. You can see how easy it is to turn and control the steering. I can regulate the angle. Also, it has this to control the steering radius. If you wanted to run, or if you are on a tight course, you can increase it to maximum, and you can also change it to suit your driving style. I will be racing out this on the racetrack, and I'll also try to run it on the drift track, but this car is a racing version, and this is the Obi grade drift car I'll be using in the video. It is by Turbo Racing. It also comes with a controller that has trim settings. You have the SVC to control the gyro sensitivity, you have the steering trim, you have the steering dual rate, you have the throttle dual rate, you have the speed control, and if you go pro, in case you go pro on the micro scale, it also comes with a digital controller in which you can set 15 different cars, or you can even set this car in 15 different ways to suit the length of the racetrack and the texture of the racetrack you want to use it on.